4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring them out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
God damn it, here I am. Here I am. Odd time, I know. God damn it. But you know, look at it like this. I used to come on early in mornings and evenings and whenever I felt like it. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I came on to put a little paint. You know the rest. You know, I know y'all saw heard me talk about a few people earlier this week, and then, you know, one of the other brothers went at him, this individual. But yeah, man, let me address something. You can't be out here writing checks that your ass cannot cash. You can't. These are these new streets right here. If you start throwing stones, you better be ready to throw stones. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, I want to know if I throw it, I'm gonna stand on it. You gotta be ready to work with this 258. Yeah. I ain't like the high pods at all. But yeah, there's brothers out, folks out here that's doing that very thing. I.e. Roland Martin. He thought he could talk trash, man, on the Twitter. Yeah. Or excuse me, X. Yeah. And I don't know what's up with these old guys, man, that's believing that these youngins are gonna go for anything. See, he was on there going back and forth at J Mall Green, right? And this young brother out here doing the work, you know. Yeah, he's putting in the work. He's one of those guys at Forest Chase Bank to give back $1 billion to South and the West Sides. You know, he's out there in these streets. He gave about $250,000 to get businesses back open after, you know, looting and everything. He's not one of these jokers just sitting around, and I don't know what incited their little disagreement. I don't care. My thing is, if you're gonna say something, nigga, you better be ready to stand on that. Yeah. And the young boy put a feeler out and said, hey, anybody get eyes on this individual? Yeah, let me know so I can pull up, because we need to have a conversation. And yeah, when that happened, Roland tried to brush him off. I don't even want to listen. You do your own gallivanting. You go find the video. This is what happened. He tried to brush the young boy off, and he wasn't hearing it. So he had to call for security. See, I think if a man say something to a man or about a man, he should be able to stand up and address his position with that man. He's entitled to his opinion. That's it. That's all. Both men are entitled to their opinions. I stand on the principles. You don't have to like me. You don't even have to respect me. Just don't disrespect me. And the young brother felt disrespected because he had to pull up and see his face. You know, it's proven to me how the Democratic Party, it's a bunch of misandrous and feminine men over there anyway. They ain't standing on no business. They want you subservient to the social structures that they're trying to create so they can continue to line their pockets with our tax dollars and our babies' pledges of their human being and all of that stuff, you know. Yeah, the forever debt shit. Anyway, I'm just talking a little crap today because I feel good that somebody was able to get out there and do the work in the street. Yeah. I didn't go to the convention. Didn't have any interest in going to the convention. There's nothing there for me. And I'm just waiting to see what it looks like after everything hits the wall. Yeah. That part. Um, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do this. Hang on. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Here we go.
Off for News One Now for hating. His views dropped and he got dropped.
He got dropped.
Zesty Rolanda fell off after he tried to come for the Prince of Pan-Africanism. His views dropped and News One Now dropped that receding hairline, no neck Negro. I'ma deal with Zesty Rolanda. I'ma deal with that Democratic Party plantation slave driver.
Dr. Umar was calling Roland Zesty a long time ago.
Shout out to my girl in Pink
Well,
Book.
it looks like that's been confirmed.
Yep.
Angela Stanton put everybody on alert after Roland made a mistake on his live stream and exposed himself. He was on a Labor Day stream from his personal laptop, and after playing a clip of Kamala's CNN interview, he made a mistake and showed another clip that was on his computer of a man with no clothes on, that man's behind fully exposed. Angela Stanton recorded that clip before Roland was able to edit it out, and she wrote this right here. She said, Democrat Roland Martin forgot to edit this clip. We were all forced to watch his love and admiration for black male behinds as they casually scrolled across the screen. I told y'all in a post I wrote a few weeks back that 90% of the men I know that still represent or support the Democrat Party are gay.
That's
Watch
fact.
how mad he gets when he finds out it aired. How much
Look at this joker. He voting like a black woman. God dang. He's representing that. Boy, listen.
more proof do you need? It's time to save our men and boys.
Yeah, man.
So Angela, she posted that. I won't be showing that video here, but if you want to see it for whatever reason, the link is below. Now, it definitely wasn't lost on me that almost all of the Black Democrat defense team, if they're male, they come off very feminine. They talk like females, their mindset is like a female, and that's who the Democrats keep pushing in front of us to tell us what to do. These feminine men like Roland Martin, Bakari Sellout, Van Jones, Don Lemon, Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, and any other black man they prop up to supposedly represent the black community or be the pretend leader. He's either flaming hot like Billy Porter or undercover flaming like Andrew Gillum. It's always one or the other. For years now, the Democrat Party made a major push for strong, independent women to lead the party and to be followed by docile, emasculated men like Van Jones and Roland Martin. They want to take women's femininity away and everything that comes with womanhood and give that to men. You know, like Tim Walz putting tampons in the boys' bathrooms in his state. The Democrats are attempting to redefine masculinity as they target and destroy any sign of manhood in men.
There has been a lot of talk about masculinity and MAGAism trying to own masculinity in the most regressive sort of misogynist way possible. J.D. Vance lecturing everybody on, you know, what a family means, what it means to be a man. Donald Trump obviously has his own version of manhood. To see Tim Walz out there as a man who is just joyfully embracing his role as the potential vice president to the woman, the nation's first female president, is an extraordinary thing. But also to see his son weeping for his father in a deeply tender and emotional way. And then the last thing I'll say, because I think this hasn't been talked about enough, to see Democrats champion men as voices on reproductive choice.
Yeah. And by the way, and I love that you're saying that, because this is about modern masculinity.
Yeah.
And then the
No. It's tenderness. The tenderness.
Democratic Party, the coach that is saying that it's important for him as the football coach to be the faculty, partner for the LGBTQ
Gay
club,
Straight Alliance.
The Gay Straight Alliance. And he's like, that's something important for me to do, because if a coach is doing it, it's gonna.
See now, listen. This is where I draw the line, goddammit. It's a shame that as black folks, we didn't fought for a whole lot when it comes to civil rights. And then their agenda that they're pushing now, the Democrats, is to give the alphabet folks the same protections. But we're not protecting the civility of the individual. We're protecting or fighting for deviancy, an action where we have to, how when you have to do, what's it called, HR human relations things where you deal with inappropriate behavior on the job and that kind of thing, where you have them going into schools and reading books and all of that kind of thing, where I don't know what your orientation is, and I can't really. Let me just say it's fucked up. Goddamn it, it's fucked up.
To have just a little more salience, right? And it's going to help kids not get bullied. I mean, what's really been fascinating.
That's bullshit. The problem is you teaching these kids that it's all right to make that decision so young, when they need to be exploring this thing as they grow older so that they can make an educated decision or choice for themselves of how they're going to maneuver with their life. Don't have them going into motherfucking schools recruiting our kids into this deviant lifestyle. God damn it, I'm gonna say it.
Is to watch the men of the Democratic Party model a kind of masculinity that is simply 21st century masculinity.
Yeah.
Speaking of 21st century masculinity,
What does that look
how
like?
about that? How about
that as a setup?
that lead in? We got Senator Cory Booker. Who could it be? But
Lord.
Yeah, we did that.
the 21st century man himself.
This right here was wild, by the way. They're talking about 21st century masculinity being represented by Teletubbies, and then this stuffed animal appeared.
Senator Booker, tonight was your night as chairing
Oh,
the
my
event. We're talking about this kind of redefinition of masculinity in the wake of a Republican National Convention that offered a very reductive vision to the country. What'd you make of Coach Walz tonight?
There's a deep decency and kindness about him. And I said this to somebody, it actually is the perfect handoff, because the Joe Biden I got to know during the 2020 presidential campaigns, I always say when somebody's nice to you but not nice to the waiter, they're not a nice person.
Real talk.
And that is Joe Biden, but I'm telling you, that is Governor Walz too.
They're nice to the waiters.
Yeah.
They are nice to the waiters. They have this love in them that you could feel before you.
God damn it, I'm nice to the waiters too. I like the waiters, but ain't nothing soft about me, and I'm not pushing that agenda.
Here, I wish America could have seen when he came backstage and was just embraced by all the football guys hanging out there. It was this love huddle, like as a former football player.
Love huddle. Arsenio used to say, it's that thing that makes you go, Doesn't make sense to me.
It was a love huddle back there. The genuineness of their connection, of their affection. A bunch of guys huddled up in a love huddle.
Pause. Let me clear that thought. Let me clear the mechanism. Because, unless they're on the field doing something, they don't need to be huddling up, loving and huddling. Pause. 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 Yeah, listen. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. They're really playing in our faces right now. Out of desperation. Really playing in our faces right now. You know what? The problem is when people know that they're, as they used to say, the jig is up. They do everything to protect their own interests. And you can't tell me one goddamn thing that you're going to do for us as a collective, let alone our separate being as our community, that has even made any sense to me. Only thing I know is that your initial candidate, whether it be physical or mental, I think he might have a touch of dementia, something going on, by default passed his baton to his second in command. And they sat around for so long, they don't even have an agenda to run on, other than the one that they were against a couple years back. Yeah, a lot of flip-flopping. But here we go. People writing checks that they hind pots can't cash. Keep on. Keep on. People gonna pull up. They're gonna pull up just like the young boy did. Pulled right on up on him. And it was not good. It wasn't good at all. Yeah, wasn't good. I will say this though. he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He was not ready at all. The young boy, he was on his game. Matter of fact, let me pull this up. I'm gonna pull this from girl Sabby, man. Sabby, shout out to Sabby, man. Been around, she's doing her thing. I'm rolling in here, man, because I got to do this, and I can't wait. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. I just want the video. 1 second. Hang on. Bear with me. Look at my girl. Look at my girl. All right, we're gonna let her run the play.
When he ran from me today, he had a woman get in front of him as he backed away, and his team yelled, "Security!" I ain't never seen a man more scared in my life. Keep my name out your mouth. I want all the smoke. Watch this, guys. This is funny.
Hold on 1 second. No, ain't no. I gave you enough. I gave you enough pictures. Yesterday, you tweeted about it.
Okay, so Jamal Green is the guy here in the green shirt. And Roland Martin, you can see you can see his face peeking around his shoulder right here. So
hold on 1 second. No, ain't no. I gave you enough. I gave you enough pictures. Yesterday, you tweeted about it.
Watch him try. This is Roland Martin in the orange shirt, and watch him try to hide behind this woman here. So Jamal said, yesterday you were calling me all these names on Twitter. And then there's the call for it, right? Security. There's the call for it. There's another clip too where you can see it from a different angle. I want to show this here. I said, I see Jamal Green is a man of his word because he promised Roland Martin he would speak to him in Chicago.
Yep.
Not sure Roland was prepared though. So this is the other angle where you can see here.
Yesterday, you tweeted about it. You tweeted. You called me.
Look at the woman. Look at the woman with her masculine ass.
Yesterday, you tweeted about it.
Look. Lord.
See, he said you tweeted, you called me dumb yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So he told him that he was going to find him and he was going to meet him there, and he did. And now Roland Martin's like, don't touch me, wants to walk away. Jamal Green did break this down. Listen to this. He said, here are the actual facts about Roland Martin and I. Roland Martin is a paid aggressor. 2, he's too old to be calling young people out of their names.
Yep.
And 3, he had the opportunity to talk to me in my face, but he was scared. Stand 10 toes on it. Let's listen to Jamal Green.
People need to know the real narrative and the facts. Number one, Roland Martin is the aggressor here. He came after me publicly. He was paid to do so. I was on Twitter talking about how we need to be critical of these campaigns and make sure that we get policies so that when whoever become president, they don't forget about us. Roland Martin called me stupid, dumb, an idiot, and a fool on his show. I never tweeted at Roland Martin. I never talked about Roland Martin at all. He came to my Twitter page quoting my tweets to call me stupid. And then he did a show about me and he called me a fool. Now, what I did was I went to an event that he was at today, and I went to ask for a conversation. My arms was folded. I was not being aggressive, and he kept pushing it off, kept trying to leave and not have a conversation with me. And you saw what happened on this video. This, guys, we cannot stand for. We cannot stand for voices to continue to be stumped on because they don't agree with you. I don't have to agree with Roland Martin to be smart. I can have my own views. I'm a grown man. And there's no reason why this man twice his age should be publicly calling me stupid, dumb, and a fool. But when I approach him in public, he has nothing to say to me. You got to do better. And we got to do better to stop supporting these guys who are disrespecting the voices who are doing the actual work.
And Jamal Green is doing the actual work. Like
Yeah. Shout out to my girl Savior, man. Y'all, listen. I just had to put a little paint. You know the rest. And anytime I get an opportunity to poke the bear, I'm going to poke the bear. Anyway, man, listen, if you like the show, follow me, man, right here on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the bell. I need you to hit that bell. Click the like, man. The Romello Marcellus Show. And if you follow me on Instagram, follow me. Romello_. You know the rest. And if you're on Facebook, man, Romello Marcellus Show. Share, like, subscribe. And yeah, man. Look, you can't be out here doing this, especially on this platform. You know, a lot of all you typing gangsters, and you know, you're on your phone, you Twittering and texting, and you know, all of that. Trust me, there are some people that will pull up on you and want to have that conversation in person, because you can't violate and try to assassinate my character, especially in places like this where you don't know me and the work that I do behind the scenes. You don't know how many nights or days I've sat up here and scratching my brain ball trying to figure out how I'm gonna feed some folks and feed myself and keep a roof over other folks' head as well as mine, and keep you vultures off of their back and out their pockets. Yeah. So look, man, I'm on Monday nights at 9:30 live. I just wanted to jump in and do this little rant. Yeah. If you like it, man, just follow me up. Once much out of a Red State Blue said Roland Martin is not a black man, he's Haitian. I would expect him to support with black Americans' concerns. Or I wouldn't expect him to support. Oh, okay, cool. He's where he's intentionally gaslight us and to support the Democrats. Excuse me. Man, I thank you for your commentary, your direct and on point assessment. Yeah, we all see it, man. It's time. It's time. You know, we're not just rolling around out here anymore. And I'm kind of glad that we're at this stage where we can have some growth. And I think we have to get to a point where we find out what's really important for us as a community, as a whole, and making things right with those that we made wrong with. Arisa said, I'm glad many of us are waking up to this. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's time. It's time for change, man. We got to get things right. I'm tired of I would love to have a world where the playing field was level for all, and also to respect tenure, you know, even in our own country. Okay. Someone said, so I see black YouTube personalities going after each other. Makes no sense. It makes plenty of sense, especially when you out here playing in people's face, especially people who know where they've come from and the things that they've suffered. Who are you to come in and say, hey, well, you know what? We cook greens in our bathtub, and God damn it, I know damn well I don't know any self-respecting foundational African American that have ever cleaned greens where they wash their ass. So miss me with the bullshit. You can't relate to me. You can't relate to my sisters, my mother, anyone that is spawned from my oldest symbiont being. And I can go touch my people right now today from where I'm at, as far back as what? 1789? Yeah. So yeah, don't play with me. So no, I'm not going after people, you know, just because your skin is of a darker hue. That doesn't mean that you are my kinfolk. You just skin folk. Everybody has a different culture. And I guess, you know, this is where we are right now. If we look at the caucus, The majority of those guys, or excuse me, those people are immigrants that are posturing for those that are foundational Black Americans and doing everything for their culture. And us foundational Americans, we still get jack, a bunch of nothing burgers. Red State said, yes, it makes sense. Why are we always represented by people who don't come from our lineage? This doesn't happen to other communities. My family has been in here since the 1600s. Oh, I guess Inda Rawls, that's what her name is. You know, the level playing field is not going to happen if we don't understand that we have the power to actually change things. This is what it is right now. Listen, to build anything new, you got to tear it down. You got to tear it down. You got to tear it down. You can't sit back and go on like it's business as usual. You just replace the players. No, you're not going to ever see a result. You have to get the old mindset out of the way, because that club is not applicable to everyone. This is why I say that in the executive offices, it's good to have people who have failed in business. So this is going to go over a lot of people's head. When I say failed in business, that mean that it takes away from their prosperity or their nature to be prosperous. If they're on that side of the fence, there are things that they always understand as private citizens. Yeah. This is why you don't see tax returns from a lot of people, because they understand what it is to navigate and use the tools that were put in place for those who can hire the individuals to do the thinking for them to get them to that position. But if we're constantly talking about what others are doing and we're not doing it, we're talking about people. We ain't talking about ideas, and there's no growth in that. That's what great people do. We talk about ideas. We don't talk about people. We merely point out the things that need to be pointed out, because there are a lot of us who don't see what's being done, or they see it and they just don't want to address it, or they don't know how to address it. Oh, she's back again. All Black people aren't from the same culture. We know that. We're all Black where I'm from. We eat turnips and mustards, while Black people on the East Coast eat collards and mac and cheese. Okay. Here's the thing. If you can trace your people back to the plantations in this country, actually our Auschwitz, our Dachau, our Sabiors, then yeah, okay, you got a dog in this fight. You can speak up on it. But it should be offensive to you to have someone play in your face and claim that set when they want to claim it. So from what I'm getting, you are from the West Side, right? So let's say you in certain areas, right? They're gonna ask you to see what your crest is, or where you from, or what set you claiming, and there's a lot of intensity in actually claiming a set, and there's ramifications that come behind claiming the wrong set, or fronting like you're from a set that you're not. Politics, same. Yeah. Hey, rest there said we need ADOs in the room, not those from other cultures who use our identity to get ahead. And this is what's going on now. This is what's going on now. I don't know about you. God damn it, I'm tired of being hoodwinked. I'm tired of them dropping Plymouth Rock on our ass. I'm tired. You know, every 4 years we go through the motions, when in all actuality, we should be focused on the primaries, the every 2 years, the judges, the mayors, the councilmen, and we don't have any representative on the hill. Really, we need somebody who's going to go and stand there for our bills. Yeah. Somebody, Brand Sale just got on. He said, she said, what just happened? Well, Roland Martin was talking some trash, and he thought he was talking trash to some young guy who was just on X and talking, when he was a bona fide official young guy doing the work. He's 27 years old. And, you know, these youngins are doing it different. You're going to just say things about him, and they're not going to pull up. He pulled up on him, and he was shook. He was shaking like a stripper on a pole. Yeah. Nadine said, everyone was raised differently. And yes, I'm a descendant of slave. descendant of slave, and have known this for decades. We have sex. This was designed by people in power to separate black people. No. Here's what it really is. When you are great and you're naturally great, you show up to whatever it is you do, and you do it like no one has ever done it. It's just natural. It's just part of your being. And those that see the greatness in you understand that if you were to harness that greatness, the biggest threat is you. So the biggest key is to keep us distracted and keep us misrepresented. Okay? When I see an individual that rises to certain offices and they say, well, yeah, he's this, I immediately go and search their loins or lineage and see where their struggles are. Then there's a difference between us and them. To this point, based on the subduing of our divine order in our families and the way our structure should be, it is no reason why. This is the reason why we are separated. Divine order has been broken. And with the intent of us getting to a point where our women are being projected. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me put it this way. As a man can protect or will protect the things that are valuable to him, right? And in our black communities, our black women has lost so much value because they're so accessible. It is a shame where you have our sisters being played with and toyed with and spent any old kind of way based on, even in the entertainment industry, where they go get the ugly kids and put them out front because they have no sense of self. Give them a couple of dollars, let them rant and talk about all of the stuff that they wish they could do when they were younger, because they weren't a part of the cool kids, and I'm just talking trash, but they were the ones who, they didn't have new clothes when they came to school for the first day. I'm just talking shit. Or they were ashy, or they smelled like piss, whatever it is, god damn it. Or they had issues. And these are the ones they're propping up in front of all of the ones that have done the work to be as pristine and proper as they should be as matriarchs. Yeah. They say Senator Elizabeth Warren caught heat because she said she was Native American. Why do we put up with people cosplaying as us while we don't get policies that address our concerns? I'm gonna give you some info, and you can do your homework, right? When Barack Obama was in office, he went so far as to go on the books and have the word Negro taken off of the record when it concerned the authenticity of us being the indigenous. There was a difference. They said the Indians on the reservations were considered the American Indians, blah, blah, blah. And the Negroes were considered all the others who did not live on the reservations, i.e. us. So this is the treachery. This is how deep it goes, even with reparations, right? Okay, cool. I don't know how many of you were on scene years ago and remember the topics when Bernie Sanders was running, and his question was, okay, we pay you reparations. Who do we pay it to? You have to understand that for so many years, they've been constantly changing our identity. And this is what this goddamn, this election is based on now. We're voting for our identity that doesn't even belong to us. The individuals do not relate to us, nor will they correlate anything about themselves to us. First and foremost, we were Negroes. We became niggas. We became black. We colored. We became black. We became Afro-Americans. I don't know what the fuck we are right now. But the thing is, every time you change a narrative about an individual, there is no collective thing where we could claim these people. I'm gonna give you some game, and you can actually go do your homework. Do you know that second wave, the second of the first wave of reparations that the Jewish community has received, you know why they received it? They received it based on their connection to the slaves in this country. See, even the First World War, when we went over, a lot of us never came back. And we ended up in those places in Europe and created families and locked in with people over there. And this is what Hitler's book was about, Das Hund, the Rhineland bastards. And also, you got to understand that they say that the states, we were in cahoots with a lot of those camps over there. Okay. So when we talk about this, right, they were able to come and say, we were survivors of these slaves here. We're from, our ancestors are from here. You did this to us, you need to pay us. Yeah. Now Divine, she says, I-20 was designed to keep black people on the west side of Atlanta to keep them from going to Buckhead. The biggest threat to white people is the black man. Well, you know, I stand on that business. The black man versus everybody, you know, even in his own home at this point in time, because of the break in divine order. Yeah. And someone says Obama's not black. We know that. But at the same time, you know, Obama was a plant. You know, if you can go out there and you can dig deep, you can find, yeah, as a matter of fact, here's the thing. Go back and you can get reels, right? When you see Michelle Obama and George Bush Jr., when they see each other at funerals or state events, they always sitting at each other, and he gives her something. He gives her a piece of candy because that is indicative of what was given to young Barack when he would go see Bush Sr. Yeah. And they laugh about it. Yeah. That boy was already in place. You hear me? Yeah, hey. Wake up, people. Wake up. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you why they really want this boy to stand down Biden. You know, he's losing his mind. So he's saying stuff out. You know, when you get older, you don't have no filter. Yeah. No. Red and Blue State. This is who he studied. He didn't study Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King to sound black. If you've seen the 5 Heartbeats, Harry Lennox Jr. was Barack's friend at the time. They were in college together at some point. And the minute they tapped him, he was gone. If you go see 5 Heartbeats, watch Dresser, you'll see Barack. How he talks, how he walks, how he moves. The only thing you can see that motherfucker do is do the dance that they did. But everything else is Harry Lennox Jr., the actor. Yeah, that's fact. Yeah. Look, man, I can't stand these motherfuckers, man. I can't stand fake, phony folks, man. I can't stand them at all. For nothing. If you got to go out here and sell your people out to get $1, you deserve everything that come to you. Everything. I'm not inciting nothing, but God dang it, that's next level. That's worse than a rap. Yeah, he studies their speeches. Yeah, he does. Yep. Shame though. Look, man, I just came on today, man. I'm live at 9:30 on Mondays, man, and you know, I just couldn't contain this. I felt like coming in here and spreading a little sunshine, you know, inspiring folks, man. If y'all like the show, once again, man, please, by all means, man, share it. You know, follow me on YouTube right here. Smash the bell, subscribe, like. Follow me on the Insta Slut. You hear me? Tap me. Let me know you came through. Also on Facebook, you know. And look, I'm bona fide out here, man, and I'll stand on it, man, because here, I ain't got to say it.
Yo, what's going on? This is Tariq Nasheed out here in Los Angeles. I'm giving a 1-year anniversary shout out to our brother Romello. Our brother Romello is out here doing good things, working with brothers and sisters who get caught up in the system, helping brothers and sisters get back on their feet. We need brothers like you out here in the game, doing the right thing, helping our brothers and sisters out here receive justice. Keep doing you, man. Happy 1 year anniversary and many, many more, man. You keep doing your thing and we're here for you, brother. Much respect, much love.
Still grinding. And if y'all know that brother, he don't stamp many people. He done his homework. You hear me? Yeah. But as I would say, man, for everybody, love yourself like you want people to love on you so they can see how to love on you. And if nobody loves you, I do. All you're getting, get some understanding and get off my line until Monday night at 9:30. Peace.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.